the dump. My brothers and I just dropped off all sorts of stuff at the dump. Valuable antiques, not so valuable old stuff. And we found 3 perfectly good outdoor patio chairs that sort of rock back and forth. We snuck them out, and a couple of motors, actually.
One motor.
One motor. And now we're waiting for my little brother to come out of the lumber, whatever this is called, Menards. It's like a Home Depot. And we're watching Rural America shop. I wouldn't say rural so much. North Country. That man bought a piece of 4x4 plywood and a couple of 10 by somethings and a box of nails.
For $350.
For $350. Now, what's he going to do with that, do you think? Is he going to make a hidey hole for the people he kidnaps? Or is he going to make a nice little...
It's an outhouse for the missus.
An outhouse for the missus. The little
she
miss.
Wants to have her separate.
She wants her privacy. I think in my nostrils I breathed in a little tiny bit of everything that everyone threw away for the last 10 years is now in my system. Boy, there was a lot of shit being thrown out. Bicycle after bicycle after, there was a boat, a trailer, a new car.
Grills.
Grills, lots of grills.
Lawnmowers.
Lots of lawnmowers.
Just so they could buy new.
He has a pickup truck and he has... I don't know what he's doing. That thin piece of plywood is throwing me off. Was someone in your lane wanting to get by?
Mm-hmm.
Do these people work there, or are they just matching?
They work there.
They work there.
Gosh, walk already. Going on 5.
We're at the outdoor. Make a little garden trellis area. She has her garden trellis and some little white something or others. $11% rebate on everything. And then it has an asterisk. And the asterisk says, see flyer for details. Are there 11 on everything, the word everything, that's pretty simple. What kind of details would be needed in a flyer? You must use American money, or
I don't think you can buy a store gift card and get 11%. I think you have to buy a. So this guy, he had his chicken.
hello Carson, I'm fine. How are you? You have to wear helmets in Minnesota. My brother and I are waiting for our other brother, to come out of Menards with some product that he went in there to buy. We just came back from the dump. We had a trailer load of valuable antiques that we threw away. It's making this light. Oh, there it is. There were the real dead people, Deadpool, Pooley, the real Deadpooly. There might have been a ballpoint pen that we threw out. I didn't certainly throw out any real pens. Well, he hasn't been vaccinated. Someone was wearing a mask. You have to wear a mask if you're in this store.
No, I don't.
Well, it said they're
Recommended.
My little brother is now here.
What did you have to get?
The whole assemblies are all fucked up, but I don't know if that's going to be able to replace it because they're pretty old.
I mean, what are you getting parts for?
Sliding glass door.
I see.
Screen.
The little wheels.
All the wheels are fucking blown out. There's no wheels left.
Okay, here we are.
How about if we take the screen from down by the grill, just take that one completely off?
You're not listening the first time I said it. They're different.
They're different doors. Okay.
Might work. Don't know.
I heard that part.
They also open different handles.
Yeah. Never mind.
I'm broadcasting live, Troy.
How many people are on here?
We did bring back something from the dump. We brought back 3 chairs and a motor, a pump. Troy needs to power wash the house, and we're going to take water from the lake rather than water from the faucet,
Which turns the house
orange. The water from the well, which is where the water from the faucet comes from, comes from deep down underground, and we've got a lot of iron in our water here. The road we are now on is Highway 371, which when I was first coming to the lake, the road on either side was all forest. There might have been one little tiny shack that sold minnows. Wish I could find that sign. I love that sign that said minnows. Remember it? The big. Well, it was near there, but
I mean, it was on 371.
it was on 371. It's like right there. Anyway, the now we have car dealerships, and we have a Menards, and we have a Target, and we have
Stop at that thrift store.
no.
Nah.
Wow. I want to get that.
In writing, you want to go call the newscasters,
No, I have it on YouTube.
prove that we went right. Huge book sale ahead. Huge book sale ahead. Huge.
Maybe there's big books.
They're huge books.
I mean, it's already 4:45. I figured
And they're really cheap this time.
unless you want to stop off there,
What?
the junk store.
No, I don't want to stop. I want to go home. They used to have a deer petting zoo kind of place here too, which I think, is it still here?
No, it's outside of town, Brainerd. We had two of them: Deerland and Deer Forest.
But the one that used to be on this road is no longer here.
No. Both of them were on this road.
No, one was, well, yes, one was near Nisswa though.
And the other one was closer to the gap.
Tykes, carpet, and remnant sales.
And antiques.
And antiques.
Or and an antique.
Come see what I saw. This is the guy that takes perfectly good pine trees and makes sculptures using his chainsaw. 9 times out of 10, they're a very clumsy looking bear. 1 time out of 10, they're a very clumsy looking woman with big boobs. Or a loon. A giant loon. What's the place? That's Will Hodge says when he was a kid, we had a cistern that collected the house water. So it used to be here. The deer
Yeah.
thing used to be here.
Yeah.
Now it's a miniature golf, I think.
It cost almost as much as real golf.
It costs almost as much as real golf, which is too much money. If real golf was $1, it would be $1 too much. If miniature golf was $1, it would be 50 cents too much. Miniature golf is actually kind of fun because you got little clown face that you try to.
Or the windmill.
It's a good memory now. It wasn't very good when you were living it. William, go out and get a gallon of water for Mom's bath. Then right over there, we used to have a outdoor movie theater. Is the screen still there?
No, down.
Screen blew down.
In the big storm.
We had a storm up here, I don't know, 5 years ago, 8 years ago. And between St. Cloud, I think, and here, billions of trees were knocked over. And they had people coming in from far and wide with their chainsaws to clear it all out. People were making big money. Was it a tornado? But it was straight wind, but it was tornado like. It was straight 200-mile-an-hour winds or something. And luckily our particular house only had 26 trees that fell over. Though you wouldn't know it because we had 126 trees in our yard. But some people who had only 26 trees in their yard ended up with no trees in their yard.
Funny name for that storm was like a Durango or Durango.
Durango 95.
Durango?
It starts like something that rhymes with that. Durango. But it's a long duration, straight line windstorm.
Does Sue get mail up here? Do we need to check?
Where's the mailbox?
It's up at the end where everyone else is.
I see.
You need to put a 4x4 post on like the neighbors did.
Wisconsin-y land. So I do remember when we came up after that storm, and this road here. Remember this? This is really where we were close enough to the trees that were knocked down in there.
Well, right here it was all clear.
It was just.
Gull Lake long duration straight line.
So there were just mountains on either side of the road, 10 feet tall maybe, of trees that had fallen over and people were piling.
Troy and I were
heaps.
walking with all the workers because we were getting clear.
You couldn't get closer than here.
No, I mean, well, we had been in our back in an hour, and I think Troy went to eat or
Category
something.
2 hurricane strength.
Category 2 hurricane strength wind. But now you wouldn't really know from here. It's pretty dense.
The thing that I never would have thought of was the smell of the pine, the broken trees.
Oh, good.
Nothing. It was very intense.
Oh, I don't remember the intense smell of the broken trees.
Well, we were here.
Durango storm.
Durango?
I don't know. Durango storm.
And here we are, finally.
Yeah, it's called the Durango. Or, no, it's Derecho.
Durango.
Is there a
Durango.
Durango? There's no N. Here we are. Dureco, I would call it a Dureco. This is stuff we're getting rid of. Snow.
Well, some of it's salt, some of it's just giveaway.
Yeah.
Oh,
some. There's that door. Some dead pheasants. Stuffed. Anyone needs some dead pheasants? Adding machine. Cash register adding machine. So here's my little fish that I'm adding to the wall. This is a tapestry I did in college. Here's some other fish I made. And there's the lake. So there you have it. Does the kitty have to go outside?
Kitty, you mean the dog?
Yeah, that's what I mean. This is a painting I painted when I was in high school. I made that collage, that round collage behind the sailboat in high school. Anyway, I think my dad painted this one. Doesn't look like his painting, but I think he did. There are a lot of dead animals on our walls up here, and people always, is your dad a hunter? No, he's just a gatherer. Buys them at flea markets like I do. So what we're doing here is because we're going to be selling the Minneapolis house, we're deciding what pieces of furniture are going to come up. Yes, what am I supposed to do with this? What pieces of furniture are going to come up and replace the things we're doing here? Couple things we have here that are less interesting. We don't have that many things. A couch and a chair and an occasional table or two. So I think in the end it'll not make the house any more crowded. The bedroom that I have been given, my little brother and his wife have taken over the master bedroom that my mom and dad had, and I'm taking over this room, which was sort of a guest room for kids. It had 2 twin beds in it at one point. And where I'm standing was a big table where we would play games and make model boats and model airplanes and do art. And subsequent to that, it's really been essentially a garage for sales and fishing tackle and canoe paddles and some things like that. So it'll still be that. But when I'm up here, it will be my studio. And not my studio necessarily, but where I'll keep my art supplies. The bathroom down here is, I added my orange fish that I made for the orange bathroom. There's my dad and my mom. These are other people. But the wallpaper here, as you can see, has this little pattern on it. It was an applique that you would add to the top of your the top of your thing. And I think my mother cut all of these out. God bless her. Anyway, the toilet had to be replaced, and the toilet was connected to the wall, and the wall had to be replaced. So the top of the wall, which had this there, had to be removed. So, and it was white. So my father thought, well, we could either repaint it exactly or do something fun. So that's what he did. He drew the decoration coming down like that. And he added a mask of a tiger, leopard, and painted that. My favorite part is he actually had painted the nails that are pretending to hold up this. He was so fucking clever. That man. My mother was clever too, though not so much in the painting department. Here's a collage my dad made. Here's a painting of my little brother my dad did. Here's a collage my dad made. Here's a fish I made out of paper. Other fish I made out of paper. Anyway. Anyway, I'm going to sign off and close my eyes for a little bit. See you later.
I'm gonna go back into